fun. Okay, cool. Come on over here. Yeah. Oh, you think my logo is cute? Oh, okay. You come over here too. Oh, okay. You want this T-shirt? Oh, okay. You come over here too. And then when they all gather around, I'm gonna just say some real shit.
What's that real shit?
Tell them the truth. Whatever that may be. Whatever the question is. Mm-hmm. Hey, what do you? Because I like to talk to kids. I go to high schools all the time. I go to colleges. I go to elementaries. I go to middle schools. I don't give a fuck where it's at. So when I go to these places and I talk to these kids, I ask them what they want to know. Cause that's what you're supposed to do. That's what's wrong with like even education. You know what I'm saying? Like people come in and they be like, if you go to a fourth grade classroom right now, and you sit down, the teacher tells the students what they're doing. Right. Today we're gonna do this. Today we're gonna learn multiplication. This is how we're gonna do it, and this is how we're gonna learn multiplication. Mm-hmm. So when do you ever get to the point where you ask them what they want to know? Because I took a bunch of prereqs. I went to college. Mm-hmm. I took a bunch of prereqs that I didn't give a fuck about. Prerequisites. Right. General ed classes.
You don't even need. They don't teach you.
Cultural arts. Political science. I like political science, but like just random shit that I don't give a. I did not here for that.
Right. You're not going to use in your daily life. You want to do in your career.
So I think like you should ask people what they want to know.
Right.
What do you want to know about? Well, if I want to be a plumber, why the fuck do I need to know about photography?
Yeah.
True.
So I think that's why. Oh, you like music? Come over here. What do you want to know? I want to know this, and this. Okay, here goes some real shit. You know what I mean? Because I think that like I talk to everybody the same. Mm-hmm. Right? You've been around. Yeah. You've been around me before.
Right.
You've been around me before. I talk the same, right? To everybody. Kids, adults, old people, my mom. Mm-hmm. I talk exactly like I'm talking right now. But I think that level of transparency is people can read the authenticity in it.
Absolutely.
So when you say something to a kid and you tell them like, look, if you watch TV all day, like I said this actually earlier, if you could watch TV all day, you're not gonna go blind or none of that stupid shit that they tell you. But you're gonna be a fucking loser.
Right. What are you
that's some real shit.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah. So, but why DJ? What's DJ head? What's head? Is that
HED? Okay, so the brief story is people used to make fun of me.
Yeah, I noticed you have a big head on your website.
Yeah.
Hey.
So they used to just make fun of me growing up, like in the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. They just wouldn't call me Aaron. They would just be like, head, rockhead, boulder dome. You know, fuckhead, you know, all kind of random, all kind of shit like that. So, you know, if you're from the hood, like, you know, you don't give yourself your own name.
Absolutely.
Never.
You never give yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants to be called head?
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I always say, because when I say that, when girls be like, "Hey, your name is woo," I'm like, "Listen, genius, who wants to be called this?
Right.
Why would I walk out my house and say I want you to call me something very offensive? That's fucking stupid." You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so for me, it's more like I just like, all right, fuck it, y'all can call me this. That's what I'm gonna go by. And then the spelling, the spelling is HED because like I'm a nerd. I'm a gamer. Like I will whoop your ass on Xbox Live. Like don't get it twisted. So
where they find you at? Don't you have
what do you play?
Huh? I play all the shooters. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
Sports.
I don't do 2K.
No.
Nah, I don't do 2K.
Madden?
Nah.
Damn.
Awesome. I'm so old. Like.
Nah, I'm on it now. You can see me on the Division. You can see me on Tom Clancy, whatever.
You on them single player games?
You know, no. It's versus online, but
You get serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, online the single player online.
Call it whatever you want to do. We can do that.
Yeah.
So anyway, growing up like the old school video games, you know when you get high scores.
Yeah.
Like and you whoop and you know when you get a high score in the old school video games, the arcade or whatever, and they give you the option to put your initials. It was only 3 letters, so I took the A out.
Oh.
So it just became HED.
Yeah. When I first saw it, I thought it was DJ Heed.
Yeah, everybody said no. It's I'm not trying to be cool. It just I didn't have enough letters. It's like everybody be like, oh, it's like I'm like no, I just don't have enough fucking space.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool story.
Now I was watching an interview with Ab-So, and he said early on when every time he came back to Homegrown Radio to do like a promo run, it seemed like your show was getting bigger and bigger every year. What do you think it was that made you guys like continually progress every year?
The same thing that any business, any career path, any personality, host, anything, being relentless. I'm not gonna stop. It's kind of like if you ever been in a fight, right? Like the dude could be bigger than you, dude could be whatever, right? If you in just a straight up fight, 1-on-1, right? And I'm mopping you up. I'm running through you, right? And you on the ground, you leaking, it's over, right? And you just keep getting up, coming at me, you ain't never respect it.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's
You'll
how.
stop. I give up.
Yeah, most people is gonna tap out. So I think a lot of my stuff, including our brand with Homegrown Radio, a lot of our shit came from, damn, these motherfuckers ain't gonna stop. They're not gonna give up.
Did you ever have thoughts of giving up?
Oh yeah, you always have thoughts of giving up, but I never planned on it. Like ever since when I decided to give up a regular quote unquote way to live and give up jobs, give up security and all that shit. So when I decided to give up all of that, like it was no, I don't recommend this for anybody, but for me, it was all or nothing. I was gonna be 45.
There's no plan B.
Living on my mom's couch. Like, look, I gave it all I had. It was no option. Wasn't no what if this. Wasn't no backup job. So to put it in perspective, right? You just have to apply your efforts, whatever you are. If you build for it, you build for it. If you're not, you're not. Now, that's not to say there's not a place for you.
Right.
But you're definitely not going to get the lion's share of the success you want. Because those people put it all on the line.
They don't stop.
And they're not going to stop. I don't give a fuck how long it take. You know what I mean? Like, Khaled, he's up there. You know what I'm saying? He just got his win.
I know. Man,
he's up there.
Riding for years.
You know what I'm saying? And that's my brother. And and we've had those conversations. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's why if you ever watch his shit, he's like, we don't stop. Like, we don't stop. And it's just that. Like, if you have it in your mind, like most people approach this business or this industry and they be like, oh, I'm gonna give myself 10 years or I'm gonna give myself 5. You might as well just get your ass up out of here.
Yeah, because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Get the fuck away from me.
You're already setting limitations for yourself.
You know what I'm saying? I went to radio broadcasting school, high school, right? High school, right? 2003. And I got hired to do radio in 2015.
Yeah.
So I say that to say, if you're not willing to do that, then what are we talking about? I don't feel bad. I don't feel like you deserve it. I don't care. Like, get out the way. If you willing to go 10 years, you willing to go 15 years, come on, you come with me. You giving yourself 5 years, I'm going to go to LA, I'm going to be a model. If I'm going to give myself 4 years, if it don't happen, all right, get your ass up out the way.
Yeah, you're not made for this. You're not made for
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just a relentless thing. So for me, like when I tell kids the same thing, like I come from nothing just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like me and my mom didn't have a house. We was on welfare till I graduated high school, like the whole 9. You know what I'm saying? So like,
You just knew.
Speaking of your mom, how did she support you in this whole journey of home?
My mom is fake. No, I'm just like,
Not mama.
Damn, mom.
No.
Mama, hell,
We love you, mom.
no, I'm just fucking with you. My mom is like my anchor. So the way I look at it is, you need an anchor in your life, whether it's your mom, dad, auntie, you know, whatever it is, a cousin, somebody, to hold the ship from floating away. While you ever watch like pirate movies or whatever, and the ship park off the shore, and then they take the rowboat in, and they kill everything on the island. They get all the resources and bring it back to the ship. So you need an anchor to keep your ship from floating away while you out here getting it. That's what she is. That's what my mom is. She I could always go back to the ship, and I know shit is that's gonna be there. The ship is there. It's not going nowhere. So if you got an anchor in your life, that's very important. Now, she wasn't always like that, but that's only because she wanted better for me.
Right.
So we used to live in a car. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was little, like she had like an old ass Jetta. It was like an '89 Jetta. We used to live in it. Like we used to, and I remember that shit. I remember sharing Denny's meals with her. Like she was like, "Well, we got to split this," and I was like little. I was like, "Why? I want my own." She's like, "Well, I can't afford it."
Right.
And my mom, that's probably where I get my just raw,
Honesty.
my raw shit
Yeah.
from, because I gotta get another job to make sure we pay rent. So here go the house key. Walk home from school. Don't open the door. Don't answer the phone. I'm gonna be home at 6. I'm in 2nd grade, 3rd grade.
She's teaching you how to be a grown man. at
You know what I'm
any
saying?
age, Yeah.
So like that type of shit, I knew immediately. I knew like I'm built different. Like it's just different. And then like I never wanted to. Like with her, she saw me going out. She saw me hanging out with the wrong people. Like around the 4th grade, and she packed up the whole house. We out of here.
What?
Really?
Real shit.
Wow.
Real shit.
What city was this?
We was in Linwood.
Linwood.
Yeah, I was hanging out with the homies from Cross Atlantic, and she saw me hanging out with them, and she saw me like start to like teeter and go the wrong way a little bit.
Yeah.
She came home one day and packed the whole shit up. All right, let's go. We packing up, and we moved to Lakewood.
Damn.
Wow.
That's
She plays
crazy.
no games.
No,
On her head.
she wasn't playing no games. So then you go fast forward to high school, college. And she's like, you need to get a job, you need to do this, like parents do, go to school, do all that kind of shit.
And you were in this.
And I'm like enamored with this shit. I want to do this. Well, how you gonna do it? I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Just same thing you tell your
That's
your
not
people.
the best answer.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what's gonna get done.
So I was like, she was like, well, it came to a point where I was kind of just not even working, trying to figure it out, just out in the streets, trying to like. Now, I wasn't in a gang, I don't drink, and I don't smoke. That's always been me.
Okay.
So, she was never worried about me being in the bullshit, but she wanted me to get my life together.
Right.
So
you were secure.
Yeah, so she was like, look, you need to get a job or you need to get out, type of thing. And so I was like, all right. So I had a Jeep. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I went and got a 24-hour fitness membership, and I was like, I'm going to just live in my Jeep and shower at the gym. And she saw I was willing to do that. She was like, damn, like,
He's serious.
he's not playing, like, he's serious. So then she kind of eased up a little bit, but then she really didn't get fully behind me until she saw me on TV one day. I did a show with Wilmer. I don't know if y'all know Wilmer Valderrama.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. I did a show with them called Yo Mama. So we put that we did that whole thing, and when she saw that on TV, and I got credit, and she was like, "Oh my God, like you on TV?" I was like,
Right.
"That's what the fuck I've been trying to tell you."
You see now?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that happened, and then after that, she's been my biggest supporter.
That's great.
It's amazing story. Very much needed. I think that's a lot of us are going through that right now. Even with our show, you know, like we're kind of where you guys started.
Yeah.
So you're definitely dropping gems for us. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Now, Glasses Malone, what's your relationship with him?
That's the big homie. He kind of actually punked me into being the DJ. He was like, we were like, cause like what happened was my show was popping at Cerritos College, my little college radio show, and shout out to Pooh. Pooh was like, hey, I want my artists to come to your show. It was Glasses. He's like, we fuck with Game and we do Blackwater, all that kind of shit. Come through, pull up. So they came through, and then Glasses kind of know like people don't even know, like Glasses, people see Glasses and like, oh shit.
Yeah, but he's hella smart.
He's very, very smart.
Yeah.
He'll have a conversation with you.
He's very, very smart. So he respect intellect like I respect intellect. So we clicked immediately because I like intellectuals around me. Like I don't hang out with goons. I room with a lot of people. It's just usually I'm with one person.
Right.
So we vibed on that. And he was just like, hey, you know a lot about whoop this and that, and he's like, just come fuck with us. Like, I don't know what we gonna how you do, just come fuck with us.
Yeah.
Like, all right, fuck it. So I started hanging out with him. He's like, then he started seeing my ear for music, and he was like, well, fuck it then, cuz you gonna be my DJ. I'm like, I'm not a DJ.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck it, cuz you just gonna be my DJ. Just stand there and tell the other nigga what to do. yeah. Like, it was just like that. So, you know, I went out with a couple of people and did that, and then once I learned how to DJ, we was rocking, and then shit blew up from there with him and everything we did. He got the Sony deal.